Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a super simple and cute Floral Mother's Day card. This card can be easily made with materials you most likely have at home, so you won't have to go anywhere to get any materials, which is a plus. On screen now, you can see what I'm using for this card. I have the base of the card, a couple flower cutouts, and a couple smaller pieces of paper. Just make sure that these smaller pieces are a different color than your base, and you'll be good to go. On the smaller pieces of paper, I've used a ruler to mark 1 inch from the base and a half an inch from the left side. Make sure to use a ruler so that your lines are straight. After I have all of my materials, I first start by forming the flowers. I take my cutouts and grab some double-sided tape so we can start to assemble them. Just apply a small piece of tape to the bottom portion of your flower. You will then use the other two cutouts to layer them on top to make the flower. Make sure to use different colored paper, otherwise it will look really boring. You can also mess around with the shapes until you like your cutouts. After both the flowers are assembled, I'm just going in with an outliner to give the flower some sort of border. Try not to get pen on the petals of your flower, like I did. I'm also going in with a gold pen as I realized the black ink seemed really boring by itself. I then go ahead and do the same thing for the other flower cutout that I've made. After this, I decide to add faces on the flowers to make the card even more fun. Then I go in with a white highlighter to add some more details to the flowers. After the flowers are finished, I trim down my smaller piece of cardstock so that I can layer it on the front of the card. Since I'm already cutting this piece, I decide to cut the second one that's going to be a part of this project a little later on. Just set the excess to the side or throw it away and you're ready to work on the front of your card. Since this is a Mother's Day card, I'm writing Happy Mother's Day on the front piece of cardstock. I begin my outline with a pencil so that I know what I'm going to go over with my pens in a moment. After I make sure my outline is looking good, I grab a micron to start tracing over it with. You can use any kind of pen you think will look good with the colors you have on your card, but I'd recommend black if you already have a lot of colors going on. Off camera, I touched up the top and then positioned my flowers around the front piece of cardstock. Ended up having to round the edges as it allowed more room for the flower cutouts. The next step is to tape down the flowers in the position you have arranged them in. Grab some double-sided tape to get started. Next, find the flaps of your cutouts that are connected to your card. You will only tape on those portions. Make sure to trim or fold over the tape if it goes past the edges, as otherwise that will look really bad when finished. After you've applied the tape, reposition the flower and gently push it down onto the cover of your card. You will want to do this exact same process for the second cutout. Again, make sure you are careful with the tape placement so that you don't have any that is sticking out past the edges of your cutouts. Now that we have the front portion of the card completed, I'm taking some heavier duty tape to apply this portion to the base of our card. Rip off a portion of your tape to apply to the back side of the piece we are going to place on the front of the card. Make sure you go around the edges so that it will stay well once finished, and it'll also lay flat. What you can do now is add a piece of tape to the middle for extra support. After the tape is applied, just flip over the front portion and place this onto the base. Once in position, gently apply pressure to this portion so that it will stay down. After the front of the card is secured, I'm taking a white and black outliner to give the front a little more detail. I make sure to outline around the front portion of the card. I then go in and outline around the flower petals with a thinner outliner that stick out onto the front. It could also be cool to try doing this with another color as an outliner. However, due to all the color I have already going on with the card, I decided to stick with black. Anyways, after you've outlined with your main color, you will want to add some extra highlights around the edges of this front portion of the card. For this, I decided to use a white outliner. After you've completed all the outlining on the front of your card, you can add your second piece of colored paper to the inside portion of your card. This will just make the card more interesting when someone opens it and add a little extra color to the inside. After you complete this step, your card is all finished. I hope you have enjoyed watching this tutorial and are ready to give making this card a try. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you did end up creating a Mother's Day card that was similar to this, or maybe the exact same, I don't know, and let me know how it turned out. If you did enjoy watching, then make sure you smack that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you'll be ready for more card tutorials or really anything else art related. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!